him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Pump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll go play action with Garland. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold to the air once more. Flushed to his right. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got his big tight end. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
For a Commanders 1st down.
Krosky Merritt to run again. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Krosky Merritt. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. On 3rd down, they go with Krosky Merritt.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Once again, it's Walker. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks, first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
They'll run here with Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's into space past the 25. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes him down to about the 4.
That's another Seahawks.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Walker, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. 3rd and goal. To throw is Darnold. That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A couple yards deep. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Nineteen tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds, up at the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
That's complete. It's Robbie Chosen. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught. Robbie Chosen on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On second down, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he'll take it on in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense gonna go for 2.
Washington will line up for the two-point conversion.
Check. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Let's go. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Seahawks 14, Commanders 8.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. Second down coming up. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good job in coverage. They're going to get them down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
He'll get this out wide, and he's got it to the 35-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
18, 5 here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. Out to his right. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Ready? Let's go. The Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Here's Daniel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. On that time, surging forward for a pickup.
We go sack. We go 80.
Now Walker.
Kenneth Walker, the ball carrier. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 3.
They'll come up to third and 3. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A loss of 11 yards. 3 and out.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Throwing, Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
60 Bison. Ready, right?
On first down, Daniel. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good. For Commanders, first down.
77 Wolf.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Ready. No.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
18 Cardinal, 18
That's a gain
Cardinal.
of 8. Brings up third and 2.
They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. And he's into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
That's out quickly and complete, and he will not get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and this game remains tied.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 33, here's 2nd and 3. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
The Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Seattle.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Our 1st down throw there is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd. Touchdown of the afternoon. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the two-point conversion here.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready?
Here's Darnold again. And he's into the end zone. The conversion is successful, and it's an 8-point lead here in the fourth.
14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So after the touchdown and the two-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away. He's going to let Pat to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Daniels now on first down. Forced to his right. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready?
No chance at all. He'll go down. Byron Murphy. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
Go! 7 Cowboy 80. Go!
Throwing now. Daniel. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Come on. Set. Come back. Gravity line.
He'll go. Here's Daniel. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
2nd and 10.
Go, lady.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
A gain of 13 yards.
Go, lady.
And the Seahawks first
Go,
down.
lady.
Darnold to throw on first down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them,
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
and that's a touchdown, Mike. That should all but just seal this victory away.
Point conversion is unsuccessful.
28. Commanders 14. Jason Myers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
79 drop, Viking,
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. Through the middle of the field. Debo Samuel. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for two. Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross-country to get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.